Alright. Observer 2000 here. We're back again doing another live stream here, and in this one it is the fourth photo and video editing session. And I know exactly how I'm going to start it off. You really thought I would delete this stuff? I think you can. I already copied it. I already got it off the card. Seaboard, wanna bet? Look again. My pin's gone. Seaboard, think again, my friend. It is all here. By the way, these three are for Jesse. Because he's into planes just as much as I'm into trains. So, yeah, these are for him. And then I've got 3 videos, including one where I caught a train in Conyers. Yeah, I lost the footage that I filmed in Jackson. I ended up seeing an auto train in Jackson, Georgia, but I ended up losing the footage. So, yay. You can thank the fact that you can thank my phone's low storage space for that. I had to. It's like, you ordered jets, good sir. I couldn't resist. Alright. Oh, and also, I was able to head back up to Juliet for the first time in, like, I think 3 years. So, yeah. That has that there. Yeah, whatever that was there. I don't know if it was a smudge or what, but it ruined this picture. Hopefully I've got more than one of this part of the downtown. There's the power plant. I mean, if you've seen Fried Green Tomatoes and you'll know what Juliet, then you'll know of Juliet exactly, because that was where they filmed the movie. In fact, there's the power plant that had that dam that they walked over in the film. Originally, 20 years ago, all these trees weren't here, so you could see it. Not anymore. Alright, let's brighten this up. Oh, Jesus. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that was control. I think hitting Finn or FN would probably work better. There it goes. Oh, God. Oh, by the way, Seaboard, if you ever get down there, there's a siren right there at the beginning of the street that the cafe's on. When you first pull in, it's literally right there off to the left. So it's one of those kinds where it's like a cluster. I don't know exactly what it's called. I think so. I don't know. I never got photos. Somewhere down there. Also, you can tell the cafe sign's been there since the movie because it's faded to a near blue. Also, they need to fix the roof here because if you notice, you can see the front awning here is starting to sag down. So I hope they do something to fix that. And then once again, the food was fantastic. I don't know, man. You know more about that stuff than I do. It's another shot of the power plant. I wanted to try and get one where all these cars weren't in the way. It's interesting you can see the stairwell there. I just noticed that. Juliet Mill. Alright, there's that. Now I'm going back to go back through with these power plant photos and make though. And what's interesting is I remember from what I recall the first time I was there, this thing was actually abandoned on the east side of Juliet across the river, and there was actually trees growing through it, and they had to cut the building in half and haul each section out of the woods in order to move it. Now, of course, if you notice in the movie, it's across the tracks. And of course, back then, 1991, the railroad was single track. Now it's three tracks. So good luck trying to get across to the depot then. But now they moved it back over here, and it's nice. I'm glad that they kept it right here. And of course, you can see its movie name right there instead of Juliet. And also, I think those were some of the signs that you saw on the cafe, too. It's funny because those would also be just as valuable, movie or not. And before y'all ask, the opening and closing scenes showing Juliet showed it where before they actually fixed it up for the movie. That was what it looked like. It was a ghost town before they filmed the movie. Actually saved the town. It's now one of the main tourist spots in Georgia. And this was my third trip up to it. Seaboard, System 6, fried green tomatoes. It has, I think, Kathy Bates and Jessica Tandy in it. I think Chris O'Donnell's also in it. A few other people. Oh, and I found this sucker. Question is that a cricket or some kind of freaking locust? What is that? It looks almost like a locust because you see it's got wings and it's got the pincers on the front. But at the same time, it looks like a giant cricket. So, yeah. It's only like the third or fourth bug I've photographed, so it's not like anything unusual. There's the bank. Wonder what happened to the vault. Oh wait, it's in the cafe. Ah, there's the siren for you. Seaboard, right there. That's it. Of course, considering they built a nuke plant a few miles away from here, if it blew up, well, you can kiss Juliet goodbye because it's going to be a next Chernobyl. So, yay. I forgot that this showed the siren. Come on. Well, you're welcome to get this if you want it. Here, I'll actually no, scratch that. I'll do you one better. You're gonna get the original print of this photo here. Oh, let the Lord call him. I love when you first call and then they only call back now.
Your Purell is in Crawford. Yep, it's coming through the post office. Okay, so it was out for delivery this morning at 7.
I don't know, Seaboard. I think I heard they converted it to nuclear power.
Okay, and then the DVDs will be delivered sometime. We're doing on the doctor's appointment, and then we're coming back by, and then we're going to Elton. So I will call you for them to stop by with the DVDs. Okay, so that, yeah, as long as the DVDs come, yeah. That's okay.
All right, why is Discord not working?
Okay, yeah.
Use this silence for other emergencies too.
I was sitting at, Charles, and Conyers, yes, and that was the first time I had a chance to look at my phone, and I, yeah.
Hold on, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right, and that was my impression of what I read. But late, when we were at Charlie's last night.
Let me see here.
Break, it was right. Yeah, right. I did read that last night.
Yeah, System 6, if you check your DMs on Discord, I just sent you the picture.
Right.
I was getting it for the buildings, though, to be honest.
Right. That may fall through too. Well, now I'm curious to see how they're going to, well, we know how they're going to determine who gets tickets. It's going to be the highest recruiters are going to get the tickets. No, of course, yeah, of course there is. Yeah, but that's good. So this is.
Oh, great.
People who are like 4 years.
And I love it because the dang power company will get away with that.
They're going to be pissed. Yeah, they're going to be pissed. Yeah. It is, absolutely. You pay to play. Right. Right. That's exactly right.
Now there's the depot in Jackson. That's after the train had passed, so we found it. Take note, one of the few depots in Georgia that still has the actual boarding track place.
And so I watched all
What the?
of it, so I was very. Yeah, you could call back, but that was not a problem. I didn't realize, I thought maybe 3 hours, I didn't anticipate 5 hours. But it was well done, and, Obama was great. Yeah.
Talking about
Bush was good.
C.T. Lewis's funeral.
I thought Bill Clinton's gonna cry. I mean, he really does feel people's pain. But I thought it was interesting that Hillary was not there, nor was Michelle Obama. I know Hillary wasn't there, but never showed Michelle Obama.
Oh, for God's sakes. All this can wait.
Right, but no, she was not there. So,
Now, this church has an interesting story, and it's connected to my grandmother that you were talking on the phone. She has relatives that are buried here. The last one buried here was in 1986, and
Michelle, oh no, I see what you're
two of the relatives fought in two world wars. One in, well, not in two wars. One from in World War II, and I think one of her, a sibling, a cousin of her. I don't know if they're relatives or cousins, but one of her cousins, who was my age, went to fight in Vietnam and was killed literally the next day that he was there. He was killed the next day, the day after he got there. And he was buried here. He was killed in 1968. And what's sad is this church was last had a congregation in 1987. That was the original church, Liberty Hill Primitive Baptist. That was the last time the congregation met, was in 1987. And the last three members were listed, and they've all since passed away. And it's a shame because look at the condition, and not just the condition of the church, but the cemetery. It's all overgrown and weeded.
And so, well, typically, I asked Nancy, well, he's not kidding. Yeah, he is of age, right, he is of age. But I did ask her.
In fact, that's the placard right there.
No, but be sure that he knows.
Now,
Knows a couple of things he needs to ask us about.
the driving.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah, okay, yeah.
That's the front entrance of the church.
That's a good idea.
And that you can tell that was built onto later because right behind it was probably the original entrance. In fact, you can tell it was built onto because the old part still has the stone rock pillars. So this was probably added in the 60s or 70s one. Maybe 90s.
I love Deanna, yeah, I love Deanna and I love Bridget. Bridget was really nice.
Yeah, see, there's the original entrance, and you can see, like, they added on to this. You can tell by looking at it. But those are the original foundation stones for the church. I mean, it's a pretty little church. I mean, it is a shame that it's in the condition it's in, but there's no way to really maintain it.
That's right.
And it's out in the middle of honest nowhere. If you drive by quickly, you'll miss. It's a case of you blinking and you'll miss it.
Oh, well, it's okay. No, we'll just keep this low key for football.
Now this is Barnesville. They had this beautifully restored or repainted, I should say, Southern Railway caboose. Though I think the grab irons would normally be yellow. That's just me.
They cheat. Well, that's right. They cheat. Oh, that's hysterical.
Oh, if I got 6.
Absolutely. They cheat. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's too funny. Absolutely.
Seaboard, could you see if the Environmental Protection Agency got onto them for dumping coal in what is it, Lake Juliet or something?
So, well, where we are with football, we'll just walk along and see.
I thought I rotated these.
Right. Well, I said the high point of my day yesterday was that Louis Young was tested positive for, coronavirus. Absolutely.
There's politics for you. People hating on politicians regardless of.
That's right, absolutely.
Forget it.
Right. But I mean, I had to laugh. And
These are some old buildings and across the street from.
that talks around, and he's 74, and so that underscores how smart he is.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Why would you do that?
Why am I having to hear this? This is why I don't vote, because it seems like all politics is. It's just hysteria.
But I'll touch base with you. Yeah, I'll call let you know.
They also had this nice mural in town across from the depot, just in front of it.
So, and like I said, the Purell is improper. It's improper, that's what it said, it's improper. And that's it.
Also, there was this fountain here, too.
So it's improper. Okay?
The depot. It's a Spanish. It was influenced by Spanish architecture.
That, there's no question, it got lost in New Jersey, but it's final. Yeah. Right, yeah, but it was lost in translation. That's it. So I will talk to you later this afternoon. Okay. Okay, bye.
Back half of the caboose there. Also cameo of the truck there too, off to the left. That's the only front shot of the depot I could get. And by the way, the depot's now a art gallery, so yeah, another shot of the caboose on display. I'm sure the Rebel would probably have gotten better pictures. And I'm going to be getting it soon enough. Now this is the 060 steam locomotive on display in Conyers. And I just realized that this was ruined because of the sun glare hitting the lens. Alright, well I've got other pictures of it, I think. Let me see. Yes. Okay, good. I got another photo of it. So that one was not all. Oh, for God's sakes. Hold on. Tell you what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go on and get these. Uh-oh. Now, since I already gave Jesse the original files, I can go on and edit these to see for how I see fit. I'm honestly amazed I even got this centered. Not gonna lie. Royal Dutch Airlines, I'll be. That's surprising. I didn't know they had any kind of flights. I didn't know they had flights out of Atlanta. I know Delta has the primary usage, but I didn't know that they did. Well, I guess those are for support. That was annoying. That did annoy me that they got that they were in the way. Now I'm surprised at how this one turned out. you can see a lot of stuff's missing, like pipes, builder's plates, and such. All that's gone. There's missing the steel casing. In fact, you can see it's actually fallen off the engine. It's actually a pretty interesting story regarding how they came back to Conyers. It was used in a mill, I think, for a while before it was brought back. There's Conyers Depot here. This was after the train had passed. Oh, and there's the Delta Jet. This was at O'Charlie's in Conyers. As you can see on the underside. And there's the video footage. I'm still surprised. I wasn't expecting to train. The only train I was planning on filming at, well, I say that, I wasn't expecting to catch a train coming down these tracks here, so, yeah. This week was the first week I filmed a train in Decula and the first time I filmed a train in Conyers, so, well, two technically, counting the steam locomotive. So imagine my surprise when I saw that coming. I just sat down on one of the benches and just let him pass. See, 258, 539, I think 238, could be wrong. Or excuse me, no, 233, okay. I don't even know anymore at this point. It wasn't even that long of a train. It was more like, I guess, a local or something. See, that's how short it was right there. So it was probably just serving a few industries. That made up for the train I would have saved the video of it in Jackson, so that's good. Also, 9 times out of 10, whenever you see me film something, you're going to probably see my truck. So that hints at the fact that I drove up to the places I've driven to, because, yeah. Alright, so these are all the photos that are not done. Okay. Double checking to make sure I didn't accidentally miss any. Okay, looks like I didn't, so if that regard. Alright. What the? Oh, there it is. Let's see here. There were so many photos, I crashed dive. I'm surprised. It's like, well, everyone, we did it. We crashed Google Drive. God, I can't even tell if. Alright, I'm just here letting these photos upload. Sure, everybody else in the world is just hoping America doesn't get. Everyone in America is just wiped out by this virus or something, because it's like we're the ones who cause all the problems. Anyway.
I'm gonna take a shower. You want me to warm up your rice?
That would be good.
Okay, and then have it out of the shower you get in.
Thank you. There are really only people in this live stream. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. Who's the third person who joined? I'm curious. Alright, so that is Conyers, Barnesville, and then the Liberty Hill Church. Church now goes under a different name, but Mill, that's it. Yeah, there's the church right there.
Something said, that melts the tablecloth.
Got some rice over here. I'm just gonna let it cool off. Yeah, I've got some rice over here. I'm just letting it cool off. My goodness. All right. I don't care about politics. Shut up. I'm tempted to mute that thing because I don't care. I'm sorry. Yes, I hope the virus can get cured, but at some point there comes a point where you just no longer give a damn because you hear it every damn day, every hour, every minute, and it gets just to the point where no one wants to hear it anymore. For God's sakes, please shut up. I swear. Right, that's frozen. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the stream and put this in the freezer so it'll. Alright.
Donovan,
What? Here's my opinion on the matter. We should pull out of China, and so should every other country. What China needs is to be deprived of anything that it would be, that it too is dependent on trade. If we built stuff here, made stuff here, and traded with our allies, we'd still be just as well off. All right. My goodness, I can't stand that madness. I can't stand it. I can't exactly turn it off because I don't know what. Pixel. Who are the other three people who just joined? Rodrigo. All right. And now this is Conyers. As you can see, there's about 6 photos that I took in Barnesville. There's 6 that I took in Conyers. That says something. All right. Seeing as it's almost,
okay, ready to roll?
yeah, I gotta go.